Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with the Old Man Logan Legendary Trials event right now that I've had a chance to actually go through it in terms of the difficulty 10. So this is recorded before I completed the last and final note, so that way you guys can see each of the respective characters and team synergies that I use. Overall, it wasn't bad at all, guys. So I do want to be, obviously aiming for that top 2,000, top 5,000 ranking. As a result, I did actually activate all of the Scourges or Pacts for this event. But yeah, I figured just to give you guys some insight in terms of which characters and teams I used, I am going to go through each of the nodes here. If you guys are interested or having issues as well in some of the nodes, let me know. I can definitely make some separate videos on that, breaking down exactly which teams and synergies I use, how I attempted it. But overall, even with difficulty 10, with all the packs activated, I found that the nodes weren't too bad at all, actually. Very, very similar to what we saw in the old Legendary Trial events with Black Cat and Green Goblin Classic, Nova. This felt very smooth in my honest opinion. And my limit right now in my account is difficulty 10, just because I don't have the Cabal and Out of Time characters at 5 stars and above. So this is going to be as high as I can achieve for my account, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Free to play, and we're still getting an awesome character in Old Man Logan unlocked, so that's all we can really ask for. So without further ado, guys, let me show you which teams and characters I used, as well as what the final score is going to look like after you complete difficulty 10 with all the packs or scourges activated. And again, you guys want to be attempting this if you have a similar roster to myself, because there is actually a tiebreaker here. If you go to rewards, the leaderboard ranking here is actually based off of that tiebreaker, so you do want to be hitting as high as you can as soon as you can, so that way you're going to be ranked above the other players that do finish this as well, because I think there's going to be a lot of players free to play completing difficulty 10 with all the packs activated. So starting off with node 1, I just decided to honestly use one of the best teams I have in terms of war synergy, right? So we actually opted to use the full gamma team, easily walking through this node even with all the packs activated. And sorry, let me show you. When you do activate all the packs, it should be at 125 total. So that's how we basically started this at difficulty 10. Gamma team completely walked through node 1 because we can use any trait or character, so that was great to see there. Mission 2 here, we do actually have Out of Time being required. So again, as you guys can see, I think the most important characters are going to be Black Knight, Carter, and Captain America. They can really do carry the weight, and even in difficulty 10 here with all the packs, I definitely did not really feel my Cosmic Ghost Rider or my Starbrand, just because of the fact that they're basically carried, right? So it's nice that you don't have to invest too much. If you guys actually even have them at gear tier 14, it's probably fine even at difficulty 10, so as long as they survive. And again, it's because I have already built up Rebirth before, and Black Knight being part of my arena team and the arena meta, that's exactly why they've been able to carry through this. Okay, mission 3 here, did a little bit different here, obviously. Super Scroll makes things so much easier, so I just threw him in just so that way I can just one-shot it easily. But as you guys can see, if you don't have Super Scroll, in my earlier video on difficulty 8, I actually did opt to use, you can use the different combination here, actually, of the Nowhere team, and they can get the job done as well. I think for me personally, when I was going through it, can't quite recall, but Cosmic Bio, I think I was using Phyla-Vell. Yeah, Phyla-Vell was not part of here. So Phyla-Vell was giving some good additional protection. If you have her built up from Infinity Watch, that can give you some value. But Void Knight, Photon are great. I personally love Nova. Just some great supportive capabilities there. Mission 4. Okay, so I know some folks are against using Black Knight in similar nodes just because you may want to save his abilities later on, but I didn't actually use any abilities here in Mission 4. I just used him for his retaliation attacks, and then actually adding in both Noir and Ghost Spider, having that Spire Society synergy. Most folks likely having that 3 Diamond and Ghost Spider, you're going to get value there. I previously built up Shang-Chi and Kestrel from past events, or Kestrel being obviously required for Big Boy Apocalypse. You're going to get a lot of value there. So this is just a really good value team for hero skill. They completely walk through this node. And then finally, I did notice that things started to pick up a bit, but villains, we have a lot of great villains at our disposal. Kang absolutely makes this team, guys. So you can use any kind of mixture here of Sinister Six. Heck, you can even go back to some other popular options, such as a mixture of Darkhold, because many of them are villain characters like Agatha Harkness, Morgan Le Fay. But I just love the synergy of what you're getting with Sinister Six, Superior Six, because of their War Crucible bonuses. And then having Kang just using his ultimate and special abilities are absolutely huge. Just one-shotting all the enemies, absolutely beautiful if you guys already built up this character for Dark Dimension. So this got the job done, as you can see. Only Green Goblin Classic and Kang being gear tier 18. Everybody else was at 16, and they easily wiped the floor on these nodes there. Got mission 6 here, Cabal, Emma Frost, Loki, so no options there. Honestly speaking, guys, Cabal absolutely carried. So I think you cannot, even in difficulty 10, you could probably carry this with a gear tier 16 or gear tier 15 Cabal. I built them up because Pocket Dimensions was rigged from the start and I didn't realize, so I actually elevated many of these characters already to gear tier 17. Having said that, leave Loki and Emma at gear tier 14 or 15. They're fine as is because they're basically there just to provide that additional support, and they're more kit based anyway, so you don't need them built up. Just make sure they survive in case you need them for the last and final node. We have mission 7 here being next, and again back to Cosmic Battle. So this one's the exact same team. I brought in my scroll to increase the potency of my team. We got Nova, Void Knight, Photon, and Cosmo just doing amazing work here and easily wiping. There's no issues with the Cosmic Battle in my honest opinion, guys, especially if you have Super Scroll. But again, you probably won't have as easy of a time if you don't have Scroll, but Philavel still does a really good job. Mission 8 here, we're back to hero skill, and because there was an initial burst of damage, as I flagged in my earlier video for difficulty 8, I did actually opt to bring in Nick Fury here. So Nick Fury gives you that additional protection, summoning some minions here and there, but overall, Kestrel and Black Knight doing the majority of the work, and Shang-Chi really gaining that significant advantage against enemies that have the positive buff. So this worked out really well. An easy node when you have this combination in team. And then finally, mission 9, right before the final node, we did actually utilize here the Sinister 6 synergy once again, but I wanted to bring in Omega Red and Apocalypse because they're strong villain characters, and with them, some massive AoE bursts, this is how we're going to wrap things up here. So finally, guys, last node here. This is going to be the last one that we attempt here, and I'll show you guys the run score here. And here we go. This is actually the last and final wave here of the node when I was attempting it. As you can see, I actually just opted to use Black Knight with Captain America and my Cabal team, and just the synergies. Honestly speaking, even though they're not villain characters, we just completely walk over these. And again, my Cabal is only gear tier 17, Black Knight America being gear tier 18, but easily walking through this. All packs activated. Difficulty 10. So this is as good as it gets, guys. This is all I can go with my account. Yeah, so we can actually take a look here and see how we did in terms of rewards, as well as assessing how this is going to translate now. So 3.1 million is what we end up being. I am curious how this is going to actually be fair in the leaderboards as well, because remember, this is as high as I'm going. I can't go any higher than this. Maybe you can do some efficiencies there, but as you can see, this is kind of what I expected. You probably won't be able to hit milestone 11 here, just because of the fact that this is where they did say that this is the star rank 5, which makes sense. But nice thing is we did get a lot of nice juicy materials here for Old Man Logan with the 2 red there, so that's awesome to see. And I am definitely curious now. After completing this, I am in the top 2,500 range, but remember, how the tiebreaker is going to work is that as more folks are getting entered into the ranking leaderboards, this is obviously going to get pushed down here. So I'm hoping ultimately I can land in this top 5,000. It'd be nice to get the 3 red and Old Man Logan, the extra gold, of course, Crimson Gear, but as well, more importantly, just getting the star rank. If you can land in this top 5,000, there is a chance for free-to-play folks to actually land a 6 yellow on Old Man Logan. But again, it's going to be dependent on how many folks actually complete this. And with the fact that this event just went live, I don't see this happening. So I'm probably going to be in this top 1%, maybe 2 to 25. But I'll keep you guys up to date as always. Hopefully this helps you guys out with that walkthrough and which teams I use as well. Good luck in your guys' event. I'm good now for the time being. Let me know if you have any issues with the nodes. I definitely can make some content on those as well. Thank you for your time as always, you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.